Afternoon baseball here on the show. Tyler Glasnow, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
A change of scenery might be just what Glasnow needed. Started his career with the Pirates. Never been a question about the stuff. Big-time arm. 95 to 97 mile-an-hour fastball. Good curveball. This guy is what they look like. Big, strong guy. The concern with him, throwing enough strikes. If he's throwing strikes, he's tough to hit.
Wendell in foul ground. 1 out.
Batting second, the shortstop, Bichette.
So digging in now, Bo Bichette, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Grounded to short. Adames brings it in. And there are 2 away now.
Batting third, the second baseman, Joe Panic.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the former St. John's University standout Joe Panic. And he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. Lau's got it, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. And now the Rays will get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Hyun-jin Ryu, the Korean lefty, will be the starter in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, Matt, he reminds me, he's the closest thing that I've seen to David Wells. You watch him throw, he's 89 to 93 miles an hour, kind of a big, loopy, overhand curveball, does have the hard slider and the changeup. A good athlete for a big guy. You'll know if he's on early, he has to get his breaking pitches over to make his fastball effective.
Standing in, Yoshi Tsutsugo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Line drive to center field. Grichuk is right there, 1 down.
Batting second, the second baseman, number 8.
At the plate, Brandon Lau. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Time to take a look at the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Into the box now, Randy Arozarena. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Ryu gets the sign. Here's his offering. Hit sharply on the ground. Bichette gathers it in. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. An inning in the books. No score here on the show. Second inning set to go, and here comes the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The set and the 1-1 pitch is in there for the second strike.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing it that way.
The 1-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
In now, Rendell Grichuk. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
Grounded down the third baseline. And a diving effort there at third. Good way to bruise your ribs. How much for one of them ribs? It's a foul ball. Ready with another 2-2. Skied into straightaway right. Phillips is on his horse, but he doesn't have a chance. It's over his head. And he'll pull into second with one away.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Standing in now, Lourdes Gurriel, and it's fouled away. Working for the punch out and the offering. Travis Shaw will be next. Back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box, Travis Shaw. And the count will be full. Now the payoff pitch home, fouled off. No score here as we play inning number 2. Another one sent foul. Payoff pitch one more time, and a fastball misses there, ball 4.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So the bases are loaded here with one man gone, and the switch hitter Jonathan VR will be the next to bat. The 3-1 pitch. Oh, and it misses, ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And this is a great example of what happens when you can't find the strike zone. The first walk of the inning looked harmless enough, but this one brings a runner home. Self-inflicted wounds are always the hardest to swallow.
So it's bases loaded, one away, and that'll bring in Danny Jansen. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
I kind of like the aggressive attitude right here. I know he's in a jam. What does he do? He goes to his best stuff, and that's the fastball.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Just hung in there on that one. And he fouls this one off. Bases are loaded here, one man out. And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Now batting, Cavan Biggio. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another fly out wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
Still only one out in the inning. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
The bat, number 11.
Digging in now, Bo Bichette, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Here's the 1-1. And that misses. 2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Ball 3.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Three and 1. Here it is. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Blue Jays 2, the Rays nothing. Digging in, Nate Lowe. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
The 1-2. Fouled away. He'll try again. 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Joey Wendell waits on deck. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Now at the plate, Joey Wendell. The 1-1 home.
Ball, that's in.
A runner at first with no outs here. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor. He's swinging a pitch that bad. Not good.
The 2-2. Outside in a full count, 3-2. He turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Ryu Hyun-jin.
Digging in, Willie Adames. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. Outside, 2-1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
On the ground is short. This could be two. Bichette's got it. To second for one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
So it's a runner at first with two gone, and that brings up outfielder Brett Phillips. A runner on first with two away. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back. The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
And it's a 2-2 count to Brett Phillips. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Two out with the man at first. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. The 2-2 one more time. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Ryu comes set. Here comes the 3-2. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Rays strand just the one. They trail things here 2-0. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Thank you, Heidi. Top of the third set to get underway, and set to go is the second baseman, Joe Panik.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Laid off, but a cold strike as that caught the outside. Lofted in the air out to right field. Phillips is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
So one away in the Toronto third, and that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The 2-1. Taken, strike two.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
turned on down the line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Rendell Grichuk. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
And he's got to build off that last AB. He battled. Usually when you battle, you get in that swing mode. A lot of pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag. I love the fact that he was able to work a double in last at bat. Let's see if we get more of the same right here.
Here now the 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 one more time.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the left fielder.
Striding in once again, Lourdes Gurriel, man at first after the 2-out walk. And a good eye there as the Jays left fielder's able to move the count in his favor at 2-1 now. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. A runner on first with 2 away. High in the air down the right field line. Heading after it is Phillips. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Toronto, but they're on top 2-0. Bottom of the 3rd now, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder Kevin Kiermaier. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Kiermaier now. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. And it's fouled away. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
At the plate, Michael Perez. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. All even now, 2-2. And the pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. Shaw gloves it. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter, the designated hitter, Yoshi.
To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Yoshi Tsutsugo. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ryu's ready. Here's the 1-1.
Count is 2-1.
2 out, nobody on. And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rays DH. Now the 3-2 pitch. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. They trail it here 2-0. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. A matchup with Tyler Glasnow to lead off the inning. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Count 2-1.
A bouncer to the left side. He's got it. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One
Now
away.
The designated hitter, Jonathan Villar.
Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Jonathan Villar. He'll swing it from the left side right here. The 3-2 pitch. Fastball too low, and that's ball 4.
The batter, number 9.
Now the Rays manager's going to take that slow walk out toward the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he will curiously make his way to the dugout after what has to be considered a very brief appearance. Aaron Slegers answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Aaron Slegers.
Danny Jansen will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. The 2-1 home. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. And that is off the wall. Runner takes the turn at second on his way to third. And he's safe.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were 2 outs, he most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold at third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
To the plate now, Kevin Biggio. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Kiermaier. But he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. He's in at second safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
This thing was a double or more the second it left his bat. He really drove it well, and it ended up one hopping the wall out there. And more importantly, he picks up 2 RBI along the way.
Stepping in now, Bo Bichette. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Kiermaier on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Joe Panik.
2 are gone now in the Blue Jays half of the 4th. And that'll bring up the former St. John's University standout, Joe Panik. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Wendell makes the catch to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Blue Jays 4, the Rays nothing. Into the box now, Brandon Lau. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
At the plate now, Randy Arozarena. Fouled off. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. He makes the throw to first. 2 down.
The first baseman.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Nate Lowe. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Ryu gets the sign, coming home with the 1-1 pitch.
No, that's down.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. No runs, no hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. A ball that's carrying. But he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Into the box now, Joey Wendell. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Here now the 2-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. The three of us are back after this message and a word from our local stations. And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Line towards center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit, so there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the 5th.
Now batting, the center fielder, Randall Griffith.
In now, Randall Grichuk. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. All even at 2-2. Here it is. That misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now. 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And the payoff pitch. That misses for ball 4, and it's 1st and 2nd now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Stepping in for the Jays, Lourdes Gurriel, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Comes set, now the pitch. Line drive to left. Rosarena is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first down.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
So first and second with one man gone, and that brings up the left-handed hitter Travis Shaw. Here's the 1-2. A ground ball to third, and they could get two. To second for one, relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Don't touch that dial or the remote for that matter. More on the show right after this. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it seems like every at-bat has gone deep into the count, which has resulted in a really high pitch count for their opponent. We checked the numbers. So far, they've worked a total of 6 full counts. Guys?
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. So chalk that one up as an E6, and he really can't believe it out there. Brett Phillips will bat next. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. No runs, just one hit, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Here's a little chopper up the middle, reined in. And he thought about going to second, but he'll go to first instead. And that's out number 1.
Now batting, center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Stepping up to the plate, Kevin Kiermaier. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Runner at second here with one man out. Still 2-2. And he fouls this one off. A full count to the Rays center fielder. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Payoff pitch one more time. One out and a runner on second base. And that misses, ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Now batting, number 7.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Perez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the designated hitter, Tsutsugo.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Yoshi Tsutsugo. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Ryu comes set, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. Biggio makes the play and the inning is over. Rays strand a pair. Striding forward now is the DH, Jonathan Villar. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Now the payoff pitch home. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this happening. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Up next is Danny Jansen. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get. Maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time. Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
This is popped up low over to his right. 1 away.
The right fielder, number 8, Kevin Biggio.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Kevin Biggio. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. Now the 2-1 pitch. Runners off for second. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Runners on first with 1 down. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. A payoff pitch one more time. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Stepping in, Bo Bichette. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Phillips is there for it, and that's the 3rd out. Blue Jays held in check. They lead it 4-0. Now at the plate, Brandon Lau. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Going back is the left fielder, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And the Rays strike quickly here in the inning. It's a leadoff double.
Well, the pitcher can't really worry about that one. I mean, it was only their 2nd hit of the game, so he's doing a lot of things right. Let's see if he can leave him out there now.
At the plate, Randy Arozarena, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get-me-over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
Fouled away. No one out with a runner at second. Ball 2. Hard hit ball to short. Oh, and he can't come up with it. So that'll go into the books as an E6, and he'll be kicking himself over that one. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Nate Lowe. First and second here with nobody out. Two balls and a strike to the Rays first baseman.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Ready with 2 balls and a strike. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
Set to deal on 2-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Biggio's there to make the catch for the first out. Throw won't get him.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. And they're runners at the corners now. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Standing in now, Willie Adames. 1-2 now. Over to first, Ryu, and the runner back in standing. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. This one's flared off to the right side. Biggio is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Rays strand a pair. They trail here 4-0. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the former St. John's University standout Joe Panik. To third, scooped up, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
So 1 away now in the Toronto 7th, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit well on the ground to first. Oh, and he has some trouble with it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-1.
That's Bolton.
Now a southpaw up to throw in that Tampa Bay bullpen. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High and deep to left center field. Kiermaier looks up, and it's gone as they add still another. Randall Grichuk leaves the yard with a solo shot. And the Blue Jays are running away with it here. It's now a 5-0 ball game.
Yeah, and you could see he just made a mistake. He was cruising in the 7th, getting the first 2 outs, but then he offered up one that caught a little bit too much of the plate. This one got up and out of here, ruining what looked like a good appearance out of the bullpen.
Rosarena is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Jays add one more on the solo home run. Get up and stretch. It's the Blue Jays 5, the Rays nothing. Matt Shoemaker gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Matt Shoemaker.
Last half of the 7th here, and digging in is the outfielder, Brett Phillips.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Now a foul tip straight into the catcher's glove, and he's able to hang on to record the first out of the inning. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. It was a walk in his last trip. 1 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Shoemaker stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He's a veteran of 7 years at the major league level. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Here it comes. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Stepping in now, Michael Perez. And this will be fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Starting to run out of innings here as they are unable to cut into the deficit. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Blue Jays 5, the Rays nothing. Aaron Loup has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 15, Aaron Loup.
Into the box now, Travis Shaw. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-1. That's down into left center for a base hit.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Jonathan Villar.
Into the box, Jonathan Villar. And he takes ball 4 again. And they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
Now batting, number 9.
Stepping into the box, Danny Jansen. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 1-1.
Nope, upstairs.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
Over at the knees, and that's the 2nd strike. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Here's another 2-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our two starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown nine have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Cavan Biggio. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Runners are at first and second with one away. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
At the plate now, Bo Bichette. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. From the belt, kicks and deals.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
2 down, runners at first and second. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the second time today. Blue Jays leave a pair, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and digging in is the rookie designated hitter, Yoshi Tsutsugo. The 1-1 home. A little low, it's 2-2. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
The batter, number 8.
Digging in and looking for more, Brandon Lau. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 2 balls and a strike. And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. Now the pitch.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Randy Arozarena is on deck. Skied into straightaway right. Biggio is there, 2 down.
Now batters, the left fielder, Randy Arozarena.
So coming to the plate, Randy Arozarena, 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
and it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Into center field, line drive base hit. So with that, we're not done with the bottom of the 8th quite yet.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the 3rd hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their 3rd knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
Count is 1-2 now. Shoemaker comes set. Here it comes. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. 1 left for Tampa. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. John Curtis enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
John Curtis.
Stepping in, Joe Panik, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Got him to swing on top of that one as this ball's dribbled out in front of the mound. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Now the 1-1 pitch. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3. Down the 3rd baseline. And that's the 2nd out.
Now back, the 7th fielder, Randall Grichuk.
Striding in, Randall Grichuk. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Blue Jays go down in order as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Joey Wendell digs in now. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Slapped hard the opposite way, but this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the 1st out.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Willie Adames.
Now in the box, Willie Adames. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
The right fielder, number 14.
At the plate, Brett Phillips, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. The 2-1. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
Hey, I know he's aware he can't tie the game with one swing of the bat, but maybe he's just trying to excite the boys and get one on the board.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Tampa down to their final strike in this one. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never say die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, a 9-out save. That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
5-0 the final score today. The Toronto Blue Jays took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end.